90 Day Fiance, the tell-all was on last night, and it was the night we have all been waiting for, and it was pretty good. A little bit disappointing, but let's just jump right into this. If you aren't a Corey and Evelin fan, then you might as well get off this video because last night was about them. And also guys, I do have an Instagram account, so if you're on Instagram, I put a link in the description below. Please follow me. It's just the Celeb Talk guy. I'm gonna start posting a ton of 90 Day Fiance and other TV show stuff on that account, so please, if you're on Instagram, click the link below and follow the Celeb Talk guy. Just real quick on the couples that were there, not a whole lot happened. The way they're doing this tell-all is they're going to do, it's a 2-night special. So I thought it was gonna be on Monday and then Tuesday night, which is tonight, but I was wrong, it's on next Monday. So we gotta wait a whole nother week. But they did a really big highlight special on Evelin and Corey and a little one on Laura and Aladdin. So I will get into those couples in a minute. The other couples, from what I saw, Ji-hoon and Devin, they're the same. As we all knew, and I did a video on it, she was pregnant, but come to find out, it sounds like she had a miscarriage, unfortunately. But I don't think she knew that when that was even filming, so that wasn't brought up. None of that was there. The brief little Devin and Ji-hoon topic was just that their romantic life is a little bit toned down because they're just trying to work on getting situated, getting their life together, but they didn't cover much of them. Same goes with Ronald and Tiffany. They were briefly mentioned. They've had a little bit of some fighting. They're trying to work through it. In some previews, it looked like Daniel, Tiffany's son, is still real close with Ronald, which is awesome. Sounds like Ronald is kind of trying to just make his way through it, but he's not doing great without being able to see his newly born daughter, but he's just making the way through it and trying to do what he can do. I think more on that couple also on next Monday. And Jenny and Sumit, we don't know if Sumit's even gonna be there. Jenny was there. She was loud and proud and just talking a lot, I noticed. And we don't know if Sumit's gonna come. They're also gonna be next week. But now on to the other two, the main event couples. And let's start off with Laura and Aladdin. They were a big focus, but you gotta remember, the show was from 9 to 10:08 Eastern time. So there's only an hour and 8 minutes of real true content. And half the time they were just showing the couples coming out of the car, walking into the building. They weren't showing a ton of stuff. So Corey and Evelin were the main couple, but with Laura and Aladdin, they might've had 10 or 15 minutes, if even, of really good one-on-one time. And the whole time they were together, they were fighting like crazy. Now the host threw the bombshell question out there and said, did you guys file for divorce? Are you going to get divorced? And of course, just like this, they cut to the end. So we'll have to wait till next Monday. But from the rumors, it sounds like he sent her divorce papers and he wants out of this marriage. So what were they fighting about? What is the issue with their marriage? From what I have seen, I think it's two things. And this is just complete guessing. I think number one, I think Aladdin has a serious problem with this whole sexual thing. She had her purple friend, you know, whatever, and she was like talking about getting him a book on sex for dummies and all this stuff. And it's like, come on, the guy's a grown adult. It's pretty rude. I could see why he'd be pissed for her bringing it up on TV, national TV. It's like now everyone knows this guy sucks in bed. Like that's super embarrassing. So that might have a little bit of it. And then her with her friend, you know, in another country, that might be kind of just like a foreign, really strange. Like in America, that's common, I think, for girls. But like in other countries, it might be kind of inappropriate, different, weird. So I get it. Like that's just like totally off base. But the other part of me says the other reason why they're fighting so much is maybe Aladdin was just trying to use her and screw her. And now that, because she admitted she's completely flat out of money, maybe he's just saying, I have nothing else I can get from her and I'm gonna end it and move on with my life. They had a lot of fighting. I don't want to say Aladdin is just a flat-out scammer because I genuinely can't decide if I think he's using her. Put in the comments below. I mean, don't get me wrong, Aladdin's a very good-looking guy, and Laura is obviously much older, and I'm sorry to say, but a little less attractive than Aladdin. So it's like, what the hell is he really seeing in her besides the fact that maybe he could just come to the US, have someone to live with? Like, I just don't get entirely what he was really seeing in her. But yeah, in their segment, they were fighting, bickering. It was just going back and forth. And I mean, Evelin was saying that, you know, she ran out of all her money. He's been paying the rent now. He makes as much money as her. I mean, it was a mess. Complete drama-filled segment. Next Monday, we will figure out what the hell really happened with this couple, if they're getting a divorce or what. From the looks of it from social media, it sounds like they're probably getting a divorce. Yeah, probably for the better though, to be completely honest. But hey, put in the comments below what you guys think of this couple. Me personally, from what I can see, Laura's more of a rebel. She's always trying to go out and do her own thing. She's always she was trying to drink. She has her purple friend. She's always doing crap that just Evelin doesn't like. It doesn't go with the culture, and that's just part of it. The other part of it too is that they just don't have any physical connection. She threw out the comments that he's gay. I don't believe that, but I don't know. Put in the comments what you guys think of this couple. And last but not least, the main event, and that was Corey and Evelin, and oh my God, after watching that segment, I am done with Evelin, and I hope to God that the rumors are true about them breaking up and that Corey can just pick up his things and go his separate way. I mean, this girl is evil. I'm sorry. I heard another YouTuber make a comment calling her Evelin, you know, evil Lynn or whatever, and that is true because this girl is rude, she's a jerk, and she has been horrible to him. Let's just start off with this point. They're sitting there and the hostess says, Evelin, do you have your engagement ring on? And keep in mind, they were talking about them being engaged for like 10 minutes before this part. And he's all excited, and he said that he's gonna do this and that, and she's trying to get him to lose weight and do all this other crap and get better with his Spanish and all this stuff, and she puts up her hands and she has no ring on. How do you forget to put on your engagement ring? Now, I've never been engaged, so I don't know. But you would think if you are engaged, you'd be so happy to be engaged, you'd have that thing on 24/7, which is exactly what Jenny was saying about if Sumit ever gave her a ring. So that starting point was just horrible to watch. Corey was just beat up. Then to make matters worse, she was kind of making these comments that she wants him to lose weight because he's getting fat, and she wants him to get more into the customs and the culture and all this stuff. And then, so she has all these huge requests, and then they were saying, well, what are your requests, Corey, for her? And he was just saying nothing. He was so happy to be, you know, getting married to her. It's a one-way street, and I could barely even watch. And then fast forward a couple minutes, Corey's friend comes on the show and basically confesses his love for Evelin. She plays it off like it's nothing, but Corey's sitting there like, what the hell? You're my best friend, and you're saying that you love this girl I'm engaged to? And Evelyn's kind of just playing it off, and at one point, Evelin and Corey's friend were really drunk and they kissed. It was just a mess of an episode. I feel so bad for Corey after watching that. I mean, my only comment on that whole segment with Corey and Evelin is, Corey, please so help me God, start running, go back to the States, and just get the hell out of there and break up with that girl. Because she's using him for his money, she's using him to do all this stuff for her, and she doesn't even seem to love him or appreciate him. I'm sorry, but she's a bitch, and he needs to break up with her. But hey, if you don't agree with me, put in the comments your thoughts. That's what I took from watching that episode. I think she's evil, I think she's horrible, but hey, I could be wrong. Okay guys, that's pretty much my thoughts from watching the tell-all last night. Please stay tuned because next Monday we have another unbelievable tell-all, and I'm super curious to see what happens with Jenny and Sumit and a bunch of other stuff. So stay tuned for that. And of course, guys, please, like I said, if you're on Instagram, click the link below in the description and follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more.